Mr. Jerry Bowman, City Council, Shreveport, standing by. Hey, Mr. Jerry, how are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
I want to talk to you about crime. I know you're concerned about it. First, I don't know how much you know about what happened yesterday, but apparently the police chief may have been involved in that chase of some suspects, may have even fired his own gun. What do you know about that case from yesterday near Hollywood?
I'm actually still waiting on some more information about that also, but from my understanding, that is true.
Wow. Was he just out on routine patrol, or was he in the area? How did that come about? Do you know?
No, I'm not 100% sure how he ended up at the actual scene.
I guess he'll be handled just like any other officer would who fired his weapon. There's standard procedure, right?
That's my understanding of that procedure, yes, ma'am.
Is he doing a good job fighting crime? We seem to be talking about killings, robberies, shootings every weekend, and I want to ask, is he doing the job?
Well, that's a tough question, and I say that because I mean we hear these plans or that there are plans in motion, but we don't really get that plan and to see it. And I know some things are not for the public's eye or even for our eye, but some people just need to know what is it that's going on or what are we doing to prevent, especially these shootings, these murders. That's the biggest job. I understand crime and other aspects, but these level 1 crimes, level 2 is a real problem.
The sheriff has told me personally he's willing to help, do whatever, and that he feels like the city really hasn't reached out to him. Do you get that impression too?
From my understanding and from my brief conversation with the sheriff, I believe that's true.
Jerry, do we really have, at this point in the history of Shreveport economics, do we really have the money, I'm not going to say much less the will, but do we really have the money to take what it would cost, to get what it would cost to use police as a crime prevention unit?
Well, I think we do. And
pardon me, and wouldn't that call for greater numbers of policemen or at least greater visibility? I'm sorry, finish up. I'm sorry.
We do have another class just graduating now, but I also believe that there should be. We need more. You're right, more visibility. Let me jump to that. We do need more visibility of officers. We are hiring, but these officers need leadership also.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned to me in a text yesterday, and I'm not sure how comfortable you feel talking about it, but the mayor was out of town. She had a family emergency. The city council chairman, Mr. Fleury, was acting mayor in her absence while she's out of state, and he left the state, which made you, as vice chairman, acting mayor for a short period of time, I guess, and you actually drew up some papers with regard to the police chief. Can you tell us what you did and why?
At that particular time, my confidence level in the chief was very low, and for obvious reasons, two personal reasons on myself of information that was disclosed that shouldn't have been, and one that was really not so true. And also from the public side, I get a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, emails from citizens who that confidence level is just not there with the chief. I can honestly say I probably was upset at the time, and but I gave it some long thought, and I proceeded with the letter for suspension. Yes, I did.
You wanted to suspend the chief when you were interim mayor for what, a day, 2 days,
well,
whatever?
Actually, the chairman didn't. He was headed out of town and actually just did not leave. Whether that was because someone asked him not to or whatever, but that time did not happen.
Okay.
Jerry, pardon me, just to clarify, was this a symbolic act? You as acting mayor, no matter for how long a length of time that was, you as acting mayor wanted to suspend Chief Crump. Was this a symbolic act, or was this something that, bluntly put, if Jerry Bowman were mayor, would he fire Alan Crump on day one?
At that time, day one, yes.
Still feel that way today? Should the mayor fire the chief?
I think the mayor should put some more fire under the chief or find a new chief.
What is it that he is not doing? Can you get to the?
Number one, the visibility is just not there. You know, this position is a very high profile position, and the public should be very confident in the individual that was selected for this position. When there's a murder, and it's especially like yesterday, the day before yesterday, when we had 2 murders back to back within an hour between the two. There was no visibility. I mean, not that he could have done anything at all, but to give the citizens some kind of support or some kind of, compassion, letting them know that, hey, we're out here, I'm out here myself, this is not acceptable in this city or something, but there was no visibility there.
Mr. Jerry,
hadn't been any murder that I, from my understanding, and I've been to most of the scenes, I have not seen the chief.
If in your mind Chief Crump is not doing the job you think he should be doing for any number of reasons, let's take that a step. Let's extrapolate a little bit. What does, in your mind, that say about the mayor and her selection of the chief?
Well, at that particular time, maybe in her eyes, that's only up to her to choose. In her mind, I think maybe she thought she had the right person.
Does she question that now? Have you had any conversations with her?
We've had brief conversations, and she wanted to work with Chief Crump to get, and I get it. The new position, some things are new. City council members jumping down at you. You got the public volunteer meetings and stuff. I get it. I understand. But at some point, we have to have some kind of level of confidence in our chief. And I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm the only council member that believes that.
We've got a mayor's race in just about a year, maybe a little less. Do you think that crime and Chief Crump and the police and law enforcement, et cetera, do you think that's going to be the hot button, the cornerstone of next year's mayor's race?
I'm 100% sure it will be. Yes.
Is Jerry Bowman going to run for mayor?
And is Jerry Bowman a law and order candidate?
I hadn't said that was true.
Wait a minute. Let me try to unravel that. That was a good politician answer. I hadn't said that was true.
So if one were to announce one's candidacy, when might one do that?
I think in very soon time would tell.
Do you have any fundraisers planned, any events that people would give you money?
Because Erin caters.
Yeah, actually, I do have a committee that's scheduled.
I was just going to say, would it be safe to say that at least Jerry Bowman has an exploratory committee?
Yes.